6 questions to ask yourself prior to doing a brand session. Think about where you are headed in the next 3 to 6 months. What are your goals? I ultimately feel like we need to show what you want to do. So if you want to create a new course, this is the time to shoot it so that we can show the world what you want to do. So what are your goals? It's now time to start looking at your calendar. So what do you have going on for the next few months that we need to shoot for? So do we have any events, promotions, holidays coming up? Those are all good things to look at so that we can make sure to shoot for them.
What does your client experience look like? So we talk a lot in your planning session about what does your before your inquiry, to your inquiry, onboarding, working with your client, and then your offboarding, final product. What does that all look like? So that we can pull pieces from that to shoot so that you have these images to show how amazing you actually are.
What are those gaps that are in your content? So you have, created all your content and you're like, man, I wish I really had this photograph. I wish I really had more of it and just something a little bit different. So now is the time prior to your brand session to start thinking about what are the gaps in my content. What do you want your session to look like? We want to make sure that your brand and your images look very cohesive. So it's time to start getting that Pinterest board out, start pinning some ideas, and therefore we can be on the same page, me as your photographer and you as the business owner. This one's a huge one in me as a photographer. I need to know how you are using your images. What is going to be the end result? Are you going to be using them for social media? So therefore, I will make sure to shoot a lot of verticals for you. Are you going to be using them on your website and you need a really nice banner? Are you going to be making a humongo billboard in your town? So telling me how you are going to be using your images, what the end result is huge in me knowing what I need to shoot for you. There you go. 6 questions that you need to ask yourself prior to your brand session. We talk a lot about these things in your planning meeting, so let's get started.